Radio. Let's chat for a moment. So I was watching, I don't really watch TV. I was listening to Christian radio, which actually, if you like listening, you can probably still hear it in the background. Even though, like, I was doing this last night. So I was watching something or listening to something. And it was like, if God is all powerful, then he can't be all good. And if he's all good, then he can't be all powerful because look at all the bad things that happen in the world and so we're gonna talk about light and dark. I'm such a dork. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyways, so one thing I really want everyone to understand is that there's a difference between darkness and light. Let's scoot this back just a little bit. There's a difference between darkness and light. With darkness is matter. 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 Your soul is light. Okay? So, at the end of the day, for the most part, everybody's soul wants good. Some people's souls are just twisted. Some people were born demons. But we're not going to talk about that. So, what we are going to talk about is I want to talk about the biblical narrative of God and Satan. Dun 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 dun. Wait. Before you turn this off, because you're like, oh my goodness, this Bible freak. It gets better. So, me and my old roommate were talking. One day we were talking about God and Satan and all this other stuff, and he brought up an interesting idea. So, the way that the Bible puts it, Satan is an angel who got too big for his britches. God was like, psh, go live amongst the humans, you horrid person, you. And then Satan was like, okay, bet we can do this thing. But, like, what if they're one and the same, right? Whoa. What are you talking about, Dottie? Okay, so I want you to think about it like this. God being omnipotent, being the big kahuna in the sky, I guess that's how people see him. I don't know. Anyways, and then you have Satan who wanted to be the big kahuna and he got smacked down because how dare you want to be big. But let's think about it like this. If I had a child, my child wanted to come out and act a fool and mess up my creation, do you think I was going to allow my child to do that? Probably not. I'm going to probably snatch the soul right out of their body. I'm going to get them to get some act right, and they going to get some act right real fast because you my kid. Plain and simple. I'm going to snatch your soul out of your body. I don't care that you're 10 years old. You can go live with somebody else. This is why Daddy doesn't have children. So anyways, just being honest. But the kids that I babysit, they know, without the shadow of a doubt, I might not want to do anything stupid, because if Dottie finds out, she gonna snatch my soul and she gonna take me to my mama. So, I'm gonna get a 2-4, and nobody wants that. So, but anyways, guys, I'm not sorry for my theatrics, because if you had a conversation with me, this is pretty much how I am all the time. So, I basically, realized that, like, God and Satan are basically the same thing. You know, one is just so you have your soul, it's good, it's light. You have your body, it's darkness, it's matter. It's flesh. It causes you to sin and do things that are bad according to the Bible. So bad. But like, you chose your body. You chose the things that it was that you had to learn in order to progress, in order to move forward. Okay? You chose this. So why be upset? Why fret? Why be worried? No, I'm just being stupid. But no, really, guys, like, understand that, like, that's why. Is because God puts stumbling blocks. The universe puts stumbling blocks. And there are bad people out there. There are people who I know I always use the Bible, but it says that people are literally destined for hell. Like, there are some people who just came on earth who are just, like, horrible. My roommate used to listen to, I don't know if he still does, but when he lived out here, he listened to these scary stories. And there's one called The Seer of All Things. And it, like, really made me think. Basically, I won't give away the story if you want to go listen to it, but basically, everything was orchestrated just for one moment. But there were things that had to be put in place for these things to happen. But so where you were supposed to zig and you zagged, they were all meant in order to orchestrate some big moment. So understand, it's not that Satan's doing this or, yeah, there's stumbling blocks for each and every one of us. There are things that each and every one of us are meant to overcome. Stop looking at these things, these obstacles, as bad things, as punishment, because there is a lesson in the pain. So start listening and being like, okay, well, you know what? I was told 6 months ago to kind of leave this person alone. I've been feeling it for months that this job just wasn't going to work out, but I've been holding on for dear life, or whatever the case is. Just know that, like, everything is meant for a reason. Every single thing. And if you do not learn your lessons, see, basically what happens, and this is why people are like, God, is because you were basically supposed to master yourself. That's basically what the Bible says the whole damn time, is like, hey, become a master of yourself. Become in alignment with who it is. And I do apologize if you guys hear anything. Bless, I live in an apartment complex. So, but I do, like, you need to make sure that you're completely balanced. Like, the 7 deadly sins, I don't get into that in a different video, but the 7 deadly sins, or at least as we call them, are literally in alignment with each one of your chakras being out of balance. Card drop. Okay? So, guys, just know that there is so much more to this whole thing than what we've been taught. So don't discredit, and I think that's why I do these videos, is don't discredit the Bible. Stop looking at it from a religious standpoint. Start looking at it from a spiritual standpoint. Like, there's a reason why the Bible says certain things. There really is. And if you look at it from a spiritual level, you're like, oh, shizzle my nizzle. Like, there was a reason for that. Like, there's actually a really huge reason why you shouldn't have sex before marriage. I'm not saying like, you can't have sex before marriage and you're horrible and wrong and sinning and going to hell and what are you doing living with a man? I mean, bless for all those who believe like that, but I'm not that kind. So please don't think that, like, when I make these videos that I'm doing this to yuck anybody's yums or to make people feel bad about their life, or I don't do that. Basically, my whole point is that, like, religion is a effing trap. Plain and simple. I just want people to break away from religion. I just want people to see the spirituality in the Bible, because The Bible is a book of magic. I just want people who, even if you're not connected to the Bible and you grew up Muslim, like, I want you to be able to look at whatever it is and look at it and be like, you know what, there is this, and it does align with this, and oh my goodness, this is all one. That's all I want for everybody, is to look and see, oh my goodness, we are all one. Because that's what it is, and I wish people would realize that. So, stop thinking about God and Satan as like different entities. Start realizing that they are all one. Also, if you're a Christian and you're watching this, I'm also need you to realize that there are a pantheon of gods. A pantheon. Meaning more than one, and there was actually a female god. Amongst the pantheon. The original Trinity, one was a female. God, his wife, and his son. Okay? So I'm gonna need y'all to just sit down and shut up. Actually go do some damn research. Stop listening to everything the pastor says. Go watch some of those crazy documentaries that you want nothing to do with. Go watch them. Go get educated. Go educate yourself. Damn it. I don't know if my videos will ever get monetized with the way I go off sometimes. Oh, bless. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day.